Down on the Farm for a Monday, the 18th day of March 2024. I'm Larry Marble. Neighbor, let's get started with a thank you to our premier sponsor, the good folks at D&D Farm and Ranch on I-10 in Seguin, never far from where you are. If you need farm and ranch supplies, D&D's the place. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Neighbor, let's let John Tuggle help us look at the movement of corn, beans, and wheat in regards to futures and the grains from the ports. As we move into spring, weather will obviously become an increasingly important market factor. South American weather is mostly favorable for crop development over the next week or 10 days. Much of the central corn belt received good rains last week, with more rain forecast for the southeastern U.S. and the Gulf Coast this week. The National Weather Service is predicting that there is an 83% chance of the current El Nino weather pattern ending this spring and a 62% chance that a La Nina pattern will develop by late June and August. La Nina weather patterns tend to be hotter and drier across the Midwest over the summer and the fall. On Thursday, USDA's weekly export sales report had the U.S. selling another 50.5 million bushels of corn, a solid figure that is supportive to the market. New export milo sales last week were only 5,700 metric tons, or about 224,000 bushels. Corpus Christi's public elevator in Archer Daniels Midland was closed over the weekend. They'll be open this week, 7 a.m. to 4:45 p.m. Anderson's is open today through this next Friday, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. And Timco is open tomorrow, Tuesday, and the next Thursday. So Tuesdays and Thursdays each week, 7 a.m. to noon. Call before you trade. The market's always changing. John Tuggle can help you. 1-800-2-TUGGLE, 1-800-288-4453, or 361-852-5207. That's Tuggle & Company. John Tuggle, Corpus Christi, Texas. Neighbor, I want to remind you about all 5 locations of MG Building Materials. They've got one in Pleasanton, one in San Antonio, one in Corpus, one in Uvalde, and one in Kerrville. That's MG Building Materials. Whether it's farm and ranch electrical, hardware and tools, lawn and garden and housewares, or paints, floor coverings, plumbing and heating, steel products and flashing, roofing, or gypsum installation, you can trust MG. Remember, 5 locations. Find the one near you at mgbuildingmaterials.com. Neighbor, here's a quick look at the meats from Friday. USDA's National Pork Carcass Cutout Value 22 higher on Friday afternoon, 93.47 the price, led by the butts, which were about 4.11 higher. USDA reports pork production for the week, 533 million pounds. That was up 2.7 million from the prior week. Hog slaughter, 2.47 million head for the week, up 0.6% from the last week. Neighbor, as we look toward the cattle side of this protein and meat equation, the box beef price shown at $311.90 for choice, $302.40 for select. That was a $1.12 increase and a 71-cent increase, respectively. USDA reports the week's beef output at 501.4 million pounds, up 3.6%. Cattle slaughter listed at 601,000 head, which was about 3.1% above the week before. Looks like USDA reports trades for the week 185 to 190, though the bulk of the business took place on Friday at 186 for the South and 187 to 188 for the North. Neighbor, there's your meat moves from Friday. We're on the line with Ken Jordan, Jordan Cattle Auction. We're talking Mason sale Monday, but it's Sunday evening. What's it looking like now, Ken?
You bet, Larry. We got a little lighter run today. We've been raining, as you and I discussed a little bit, on and off since, I guess, Friday. And some places have had up to an inch, inch and a half, 2 inches. Some places only had a half. It depends on where you're sitting at, or maybe a trace even. But it's definitely been wet and dreary all weekend. We only ended up with about, I think, 200 and something head of cattle on this evening, 225, something like that. We're looking for 300. Depends on, we got rain still the rest of this evening. So probably that run for tomorrow. Market's good, though. And then, Larry, we're getting ready for Thursday, and that'll be that special bull sale. Knox Brothers, we have 35 outstanding Hereford and 35 outstanding Angus bulls that's going to be there. We've been doing their sales for a number of years now. Quality is very, very good. We do have all the EPDs and all the information up on our website. You can go look at them. Also, videos of all the bulls. And they'll start 10 o'clock. If you can't make it there, we do have it live on the internet, too, Larry.
Good. Tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
You bet. Just give us a call, Larry, code 325-379 472-5159, Larry.
Ken, we appreciate it. We'll talk to you Monday evening.
You bet. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
You bet. Bye-bye.
Neighbor, let's talk about Wholesale Steel San Antonio. Wonderful company. George and crew want to do business with you. Their heavy-duty line can allow you to work, move, crowd, and load your animals with confidence with your own equipment. With heavy material and strong construction, those panels withstand even the roughest stock while still remaining portable. Check out their price list at their website, wholesalesteelusa.com. Round pins, stalls, panels for separating livestock. Lifetime limited warranty on those cattle panels. Local dealers available. Locations in San Antonio and Hearn. Call the San Antonio office, 210-64-2000, or the Hearn location, 979-280-6100. That's Wholesale Steel. We are on the line with Sean Geiswhite, Gillespie Livestock. They'll sell sheep and goats Tuesday, cattle Thursday. Had good sales last week. Sean, it's Sunday night. Anything different coming this week that came last week?
Oh, Larry, sure think we'll get somewhere around that 30 to 35 on the sheep and goat end again. Cattle in kind of somewhere around that 700 to 800 is what I'm thinking. Have one bunch coming to steers and heifers, about 70 off one place, so that'll help on the numbers. Other than that, I don't know a whole lot. You know, it kind of showered around a little bit down here. I was gone most of the weekend, but looks like some places got a little bit of rain north of us, and then kind of right here at the house we didn't get too much, but it just came a pretty good shower a while ago, so it is kind of damp and wet, so I don't think it'll hinder the run, but we did get a little moisture, so that's good.
Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Sean Geiswhite.
You can reach us at 830-997-4394.
We'll talk to you later in the week. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Neighbor, I'm Larry Marble. Don't forget about McCoys.com. 62 stores, 3 states. They've got plenty within this region, whether it's things for lawn and garden, whether it's lumber, whether it is things from their building and trust department, any product you need out on your farm and ranch to get a building job done. Why, they even have gates and panels. That's McCoy's Building Supply Centers, McCoys.com. We're on the line with Phil Brockenbush. I saw a smile in your voice, and you said it was raining. Now I know why. How much have you gotten so far, Phil?
Well, you know, this morning when I left the house, I hadn't had but 7/10, but it's been raining off and on all day here at the barn. So, I don't know. Around here, they said 1 inch, 2.5 inches.
Good.
So, it's good. We needed it.
Good. How's it going to affect the run?
Oh, it's lighter, Larry. You know, we probably got 350 or so in right now. Oh, I don't know. I hope we'll have maybe 500 to 600, something like that. We got a deal of cows that we went and got, a little sellout deal, some registered Angus cows and registered Maine cows. They got, I think there's 15 pair on them. They got some really good calves. The man selling them, he's selling his bull too. I think he got a 3.5-year-old Angus bull, and that's what them calves are out of.
Okay.
The calves are really good. So
good. Well, it sounds like you got a good start to a great sale and a rain to boot. Phil, tell everybody how to get a hold of you in Giddings for the Monday sale.
Yes, sir. You can call me at 979-716-4395 or call the barn at 979-542-2274.
We appreciate it. Thank you, bunch, and we'll talk to you after the sale.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Larry.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey, neighbor, I'm Larry Marble. I'm here with Aaron Lee of Twisted L Ranch Sales, brokered by Homestead and Ranch Real Estate. Aaron, tell us about that new listing you've got on the Frio River.
Hey, Larry, this is a rare opportunity to purchase a 61-acre hunting and home site property, complete with Frio riverfront access in Old Frio Town.
Now, how much of the river access do you have?
About 950 feet of private riverbank. This property has been owned by the same family since the 1800s and passed down through generations. So you just don't see properties like this available very often.
What else does it have, Aaron?
It's got new fences on 2 sides, well-maintained roads, large acreage neighbors, and a prime location in the Golden Triangle make this property an incredible find.
How can people get in touch with you to schedule a showing, Aaron?
Larry, they can call me directly at 830-317-1797, and I give you my word. If I don't answer, I'll call you back. Or you can visit us at www.homesteadandranch.com.
Aaron, thanks for being down on the farm.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Larry.
We're on the line with Seth Crane, Union Commission, going to sell on Monday. It's about 6 p.m. on Sunday evening. What's the yard looking like tonight?
Going to be pretty light, Larry. We had a little rain around the area the last couple of days. Sure good to see it. You know, some folks had quite a bit, and some had half to 3/4, but still it was a rain. As far as the run, it's going to be pretty light. We hope we get somewhere around 150 to 200 head there tomorrow. Going to palpate a handful of cows. And as far as the Packer cows, going to have a handful of them as well. On the calf and yearling run, the quality is pretty good. We have some light ones, a few weaned cattle, and hopefully catch some more here tonight and in the morning. Like I say, I would like to remind everybody next week, or not next week, but we will be closed the Monday following Easter. And that next special stocker feeder sale is coming up on April the 8th. If we can help you in any way, feel free to call us or come on by 830-741-8061. Give me on my cell phone, 210-288-3960. And for updates and information, visit us on Facebook or HondoLivestock.com.
We appreciate it, Seth. Thank you.
You bet.
Neighbor, I want to remind you about my friends Stephen and Terry Lehman at Lehman Pipe and Cattle. They've got used sucker rod in 5/8, 3/4, 7/8, and 1 inch, and they've got used oil field pipe, the #1 structural, straight, no holes, splits, or heavy scale, 2 3/8, 2 7/8, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, 6 5/8, 7 5/8, 10 3/4, and 16 24-inch diameters. Also, from time to time, they see some #2 pipe available at a reduced price. Truckload discounts and delivery also available. They also have cattle guards. They make them from 10-foot wide to 30-foot wide, depending on the customer's needs and wants, with or without wings or cross gates. Also, the heavy-duty concrete beams to set them on. Stephen and Terry Lehman, Lehman Pipe and Cattle. Email them at lehmanpipe@gmail.com or call Stephen at 979-966-3447 or Terry at 979-820-8155. That's Stephen and Terry Lehman, Lehman Pipe and Cattle. We're on the line with Riley Rhodes. Riley, you said you had some good rains.
Yeah, all of South Texas, or most of it, spotty in places. But yeah, most of the drawn area kind of 1 to 4 inches. Here locally, kind of the same story. Some people ½ inch, some people up to 3 or 4 inches. So it was good, all down south. They got some good rain out west of us. So feel real blessed about that. We're certainly happy it come at a good time.
Good. Now, what have you drawn?
It's lighter, obviously, because of rain, but we'll still get it up with about 1,200 head, it looks like, Larry. Got some good calves, lots of smaller consignments this week, but the quality looks really good. Got some couple sets of black calves, a couple sets of Charolais calves. Cows, pretty short this week, probably 100 cows total, maybe 20, 25 palpated cows and a handful of pairs. So overall numbers are shorter for good reason, but quality looks good tomorrow. I think we'll end up with around 1,200.
Live Oak Livestock, Riley Rhodes. Tell everybody how to contact you.
361-813-6650 is the cell. 361-786-2553 is the office. Webpage, liveoaklivestock.com.
We appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Larry.
Bye-bye. Hey, neighbor, we're on the line with Heather Moot, broker associate with Homestead and Ranch Real Estate and winner of the Best Realtor in Medina County for the last 4 years running. Tell us about your new listing near Natalia.
Sure thing, Larry. This is a gorgeous oak-studded property. It's on a private road in Medina County. It's got 42 acres just outside of Natalia, and it is a recreational dream. It's currently a horse lover's properties with 6-stall, 2-tack room barn, and plenty of cleared roaming area for the animals. It's fully fenced and has a pipe entrance with electric gate, so it's really, really private.
What else does it offer, Heather?
It's ag exempt. You can hunt on it. Subdividing is allowed, which is hard to find these days. There's water on site, electric at the road, and so much more.
How can people get in touch with you to schedule a showing?
They can actually call me directly at 210-414-8198, and I give you my word, if I don't answer, I will call back. You can also shoot me a text or visit me at www.homesteadandranch.com.
Heather, thanks for being on Down on the Farm.
Yeah, thank you, Larry.
Neighbor, it's time to take a longer look at the grains, courtesy of John Tuggle & Company, Corpus. #2 or better Milo, delivered to Corpus Christi in March. May plus 110, $9.76. Houston, May plus 115, $9.85. And Progresso, May plus 25, $8.25. #2 or better yellow corn, FOB Corpus Christi area, March-April delivery. May plus 45, $4.81 3/4. Progresso, May plus 105, $5.41 3/4. Hard red winter wheat to Houston in March, May plus 50, $6.16 1/4. #1 beans to Houston, August-September delivery, November less 90, $11 3/4. In Placido, November less 90, $11 3/4. 519 bale of Texas cotton, 85.94 low side, 88.94 high side, 87.45 the average. Neighbor, that's it for the best darn farm show in Texas. No brag, just fact. I'm Larry Marble, your neighbor. Neighbor, good day.